On August 6, 2012, at 1:31 in the morning, MSL Curiosity landed at Gale Crater on Mars. MSL is looking for evidence of previous life in the rocks by using its onboard chemistry lab. At the Gale Crater, we find phyllosilicates and fresh small craters. Phyllosilicates are clay minerals that only form in a wet environment. MSL will study these rocks to find out whether anything could live in this environment. Fresh craters appear to have formed recently because there are blocks still visible from the impact. If there are any evidence of previous life, these ejected blocks are a good place to look for it. Gale Crater wasn't the only place that we could have landed Curiosity. We find evidence of previous life on Earth in layers of sedimentary rocks. Mars is also a layered planet like Earth. If you have ever gone to or seen pictures of the Grand Canyon, you may have noticed the layering on the canyon walls. Each layer records a period of time in the past. The walls record a time in the past when the region was covered with a sea, and sediments were deposited on the bottom of the sea. The walls record a time when volcanoes produced their own layers with lava or rock ash. This arrangement of layers, one on top of another, or one layer cut through another, tells us about the sequence of processes that occurred in a particular area over time. Images from Mars show us layers of rock that can help us answer questions about processes, volcanoes, erosion, or faulting that produce the layers. Are the layers the result of sediments deposited in lakes or oceans, or from volcanic eruptions that pump ash into the atmosphere that later settles to the ground? Valles Marineris is named after the first spacecraft to orbit another planet, the Mariner 9 Mars orbiter of 1971-72, which first photographed it up close. Unlike the Grand Canyon, which was formed by the eroding action of the Colorado River, this system of canyons was probably formed by rift faults made bigger by erosion and the collapse of rift walls. It was first described and drawn by American astronomist Percival Lowell in the late 1800s. Another proposed site for landing the MSL rover Curiosity was the Melaz Chasma in the grandest canyon of them all, Valles Marineris. Maybe in the future we can send a sister or daughter of Curiosity to see and sample some of the sedimentary formations at the Melaz Chasma landing site. The geologic history of ancient Mars and the kinds of environments that existed back then are revealed through layered sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are created when weathering breaks down older rock and wind and water transport the rock fragments to a location where they are deposited and then turned back into rock by cementation and compaction. On Mars, Melaz Chasma is one of the most complex areas of sedimentary rock. Let's go back and check it out.